Okay, so the video that we just watched for this haircut, I did exactly what they have done. I cut it to a number 3 here. The top has been cut into the undercut with the longer bits. The only problem that they didn't show in the video was how this was all cleaned up, because when you just take a number 3 to a haircut, that's still going to leave all the edges that length that's the same in through here, and we wouldn't send a client out like that. So we're going to take our T-blade trimmer, and now we're going to go in and clean up around the ears as well as around the hairline, in and through here as well. We're going to tidy that all up. So basically what you need to remember is with the T-blade, if you're going in around the ear, especially on the client, this can feel very sharp. So you want to be careful of your pressure. You're following in and around, but you're not pressing really heavily into the head. So turning it on, trimmers have been well oiled. Now I'm just going to go in and I'm just following the ear. So I'm actually resting my trimmer on the ears. I go around. Sometimes I'll come up this way as I do that. It's nice that when you can push the ear out of the way. I'll have to just do some things that I wouldn't typically do, but because of the design of the mannequin. I'm going to go in and clean that up nicely. Ideally, you're not going to white wall, so you're not going to have this big gap between the ear and the hairline. We'll have that more when we do a real high fade. So right now we just want to have that clean. And again, I'm going to go in and around the hairline here. I may even bring the hair forward a little bit if it was long enough. I'll square off my sideburn area. And then I'm just going to continue moving back, sectioning that off. Cleaning up those bits, making sure I get everything. There we go, that's better. And then moving to the back, I'm just going to tip the head forward a little bit. And now I'm going to bring this right up to the hairline. So where the sewn in mark of my mannequin is, I'm just going just slightly below that. So I'm not cutting into where the hairline is. The sew line is still there. I'm just 1/8 of an inch below that, if you will. And I can do that as I work my way up the side. Again, I'm not going into where the hairline begins. Clean that up a little bit further as I work my way up. So I'm staying away from the sew line. I'm about 1/8 of an inch. The hair will jump back even on a real person. And I'm almost using my T-blade as my leveler. And now the other thing, so once both sides would be done, so this side is not done yet, but I'll focus on this side, is I may go in just a little bit just to soften that line and go in with my comb and just tip it out just ever so slightly, and then just run with the trimmer over the comb, just so it doesn't have so much of a ledge. On a person, this wouldn't be as much, but because the mannequin hair, they sew it straight into the head, it's a little bit more work to get that to sit nice. Next week, our next haircut will be the higher fade, so we'll be taking that all down and in. But for this week, we want to try and maintain some of that. And again, we're just getting used to working with the clippers, having control over that. So this was all done with the number 3. And again, nice and clean now. Around the sides, the hairline is trimmed up, and in through this area and through the front sideburn area. And that's it.